This is a recap of everything that went down this week in Diablo Immortal. Plus, I tried out a new game this week and I give you guys my review. I want to run 100 legendary crests, and there's two reasons why I want to do it. One, this event is ending in less than 2 days. Right now, I can get myself blood-soaked jade gems. I have 50% increased drop rate. I don't know, we don't know if an event like this is returning to the game or not. So if it's not for a while, now's a great opportunity rather than me wasting my legendary crest at another time. Plus, I like running legendary crests. And when we take a look at the gems that I'm actually working on my account, I'm working on my blood-soaked jade. Notice we have one upgrade into it. My roiling consequence, I really want to get upgraded. And really, I'm working on this one as well, my Colossus engine, where I actually have a bunch of chests here that can get me Colossus engine gems. We have 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Colossus engine, not an option for this event right here. It only has certain legendary gems. Unfortunately, some of the newer ones are not there, but Blood-Soaked Jade is, which is an S tier gem inside of the game. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna run a bunch of these. Now, if anyone wants to join, we can join this up together. Let's see who we got. Let's see if I can get any friends up in here right now. If anyone's on that wants to run and get some of the, maybe Kraken Doc. Who else is online? Actually, not a ton are on right now. Oh, Kraken Doc joined. Okay, good. Maybe Gad wants to join up. Any clanmates? Maybe Black Jesus. We'll get a bunch of these guys in here. All right, we got our party. We got our party. Let's go in. We got 10 runs right now. This is the first of 10. Let's do this, baby. Let's see what we can grab out of this thing. First run out of 10 begins now. Always love doing these. Not using the keyboard, and I mean, I am using the keyboard and mouse, not going with anything else. And I'm just using my normal build, my casual play build. This build right here is nothing special. It's actually quite nice and casual. But it's just about getting the run done. Hey, don't eat my chair. Puppies, man. And notice, guys, we're still playing the wizard. It's been a while since we did our class auction. And we're still playing as the wizard. Oh, let's go right. Let's go to it. Love that new feature where you can teleport right to the boss. Let's see. What are we gonna grab? Have we got anything this first time around? First time around, I want some blood-soaked jade gems, baby. Let's see what we can grab right here. Nothing. Nothing out of it. All orange. Jeez. That is not the start we wanted here. That is not the start we wanted. All right, let's take a look at the summary right here. All right, we did get the Mother's Laments that we were hoping for, right? We got some Mother's Laments, but man, not what we needed. Not what we needed. All right, looks like we are going to go in and run another. By the way, guys, I'm also going to post this, the portion. I'll edit it down of me doing legendary crest runs. I'll make this a video so you guys can see that if you just want to see that. Let me check out the chat. Inspect me, Echo. You updated a bunch of gems. I'll take a look, Ador, in a little bit. Yo, what up, Phil? How you doing, bro? I've been. So as I mentioned, I've still been playing the wizard for a while. Nothing again, boys. Nothing again. I've been playing the wizard for a while. I'll tell you what, we got 4 Mother's Lament so far, which are also the things that we can choose to get, but no 5 stars yet. All right, he definitely switched up his gems a little bit here. All right. Let's run this. Yo, what up, Vix? How you doing? Thanks for coming through. Cole? Yeah. He woke up right as I started the stream. Not ideal. Oh. Legendaries. Notice I got 2 of those. That was because we have the Winds of Fortune event going on right now. So double drops of all the good stuff, which is another reason why I wanted to run this today. Double drops. I love this portal, by the way. Wow, that was easy. All right, the first 2, we got nothing. Do we have any white? We got it this time, baby. We got something this time. White lights are coming out. Which is it? Just ran a crest. Let's see what we get. It better be a blood-soaked jade. It's a blood-soaked jade. Woohoo! There's one. 3 out of 5 star. Doesn't really do me well. But hey, I'll take it. 3 out of 5. There's 3 runs. Oh, I better write this down. That was 3 runs, 1 blood-soaked jade. It's funny, we didn't get any of the other one that we were looking for the 2-star. All right, so this is our 4th run right now, I believe. Got my first blood-soaked jade in the run. Nice, Kraken Doc. If we're looking at, like, classes that have been in the game before. If not, if we're making up a whole new class, I don't know. Maybe like a dead character, like something that's dead, like a zombie type character, but not like the Necro, you know. Not ready yet. Or some type of a really good healing character that's just like focused on healing. I think that could be really good for different areas of the game as well. Do it. Man, when I'm going with these guys, these runs go so quick. Can we get more white? Any more white this time around? Nope, not this time. Gad, your character's so big I can't even see the freaking chest, man. Alright, what we get this time? Alright, we got another Mother's Lament. That was 4 runs, I think, right there. Just doing any... I got 1 3 out of 5 star blood-soaked jade so far. 1 3 out of 5 so far. All right, I guess we're back to what we're here to do, right? Yeah, we're back to running these legendary crests. We still got our party and no one left me. I forgot how many runs we did. What do we have? 70 left? 70, so I have... Okay. This is our 5th run, I think. Let's see what we can get, boys. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. But, you know, we don't want pee on the floor, because then this will be watching me clean the carpet stream. Where are all the enemies here, man? Not ready yet. I don't see anything. Not ready yet. How was your guys' weekend? What'd you do? Wow, we just got to that really quick. Alright. Is this going to be another blood-soaked jade gem for us? Inventory full. Oh, it is not. Dude, Mother B. Mother B. How much money did I just spend? How much money did I just spend on that? I think that was only a $20 pack, right? Or maybe it was 50. Actually, I think it was 50. That's what we pulled in this time around. Didn't get any of the gems that we were looking for there. Not even the 2 stars. All right, that's 5. Can we just replay? Can we just replay? 5 more to go. Only 1 blood-soaked jade. Yeah, I paid 50 bucks. 50 bucks for 20 legendary crests. 10 of those I'm running. Is there an active promo code right now? No. There's no promo codes, man. They don't do promo codes. What just went down? Oh, there we go. Here we go. All right, I put 2 Kong treats in there. And I put peanut butter in there. That should keep him busy for like 10 minutes. Let's hope it does. Can't find my mouse. There it is. There we go. Oh, that's the rift already. That's the rift already. Let's go, baby. This has got to be it. This has got to be white for us. Gad, stop standing in front of my box. Dudes, man, this is absolute dog shit. You kidding me? You kidding me here? Like, Oh, Hellfest 2025. Yeah. Oh, we haven't had code in a while, actually. Okay. That wasn't good. I'm going to exit and then come back in because we need a little bit of extra luck than what we had there. Oh, yeah, peanut butter. It's good. It's good to keep. You want to see him back there? Can you see him? There he's chilling in his bed. Licking that peanut butter. I got to get him some like really hefty marrow dog bones. Are they good for dogs? 4 more runs. That's 6 runs. Only 1 5-star. The RNG is not RNGing. No, I am not having good luck right now. If I get 3 blood-soaked jades, I'll be happy. But it is not going in that direction just yet. We are not looking like we're going to get 3. I mean, I'm more than halfway through. We got 1. If I don't get 1 on this run, jeez. I see people on Reddit posting their crazy polls. And I look at my garbage polls all the time. I've never gotten a 5 out of 5-star gem. Never. Oh, he finished already. All right, the Kong lasted 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You kidding me? There's white. There's a white light again. Oh, he's still going at it. Another white light. Let's hope that we get the one that we want. Let's hope that we get what we want. There it is. There it is again. Another blood-soaked jade. So that's 2. There is hope in the world. 2 blood-soaked jades at 2 out of 5 stars is fine with me. Yo, what up, Madness? Read the question you made above. Where are you, Burn? Yo, Kraken Doc gifted a bunch of subs over the, you got yourself a little train going right there. Thanks so much, Kraken Doc, coming through with all those memberships. Appreciate you. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, bro? He says, love your content. Join the next stream with friends. Add me on Discord. Appreciate you, homie. Just add me on Discord. Come to my thing. Question about the mechanic. Does damage over time damage can be critical? I believe it can. Appreciate you guys coming through the stream, man. I'm happy. I'm happy we got 2. We got 2. We got to hope that in the next couple of runs, we can pull in 1 more. Pay to win is always going to be a huge thing in the game. I don't think pay to win's going away, and I don't think free-to-play players are going to ever be able to compete with pay to win. But I think there may be more game modes over time that are good for all players, if that makes sense. Like, if you're talking just straight-up Battlegrounds, Radagon is going to always beat me in Battlegrounds. Even if I played and became a better player than Radagon, which I'm not, but if I did, he would still smoke me because he has so much more resonance than I do. It's just how it works. It's pay to win, man. But that's okay. As long as there's other things that we can all engage in and that the game can offer us. Okay, we can't do a certain game mode, the PvP. Okay. Another white light, baby. We got another white light out of this bad boy. Oh, gosh. We did it, boys. We did it. We met our goal. We met our goal. Check this. Another blood-soaked jade. That is 3, baby. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. This is why we were running the event like this. Because we wanted to make sure that when we did pull 5-star gems, we pulled the ones that we wanted. And I'll tell you what, I may not ever run Legendary Crest unless if an event like this is going on. Let's get Kraken Doc back in here. I appreciate you, Kraken Doc. I saw you gift those subs on Twitch, man. Thank you so much.
Nothing can stand against us.
What do we have left? How many more runs? I got 2 more runs left, boys, for 100. 2 more runs. Can we get 1 more blood-soaked jade? That's 3 I just got right there. 3 blood-soaked jades. Feeling good about that, man. I'm feeling good about 3. Let's go. Let's go. Who watched my video this morning? Who watched it? Don't lie. Don't lie. Did you watch it? Look at me leading the pack this time. It's because my skills are up.
That region
Oh, now I'm not leading the pack anymore. Ador took lead. Oh, there we go. I love that portal. Can we get more whites? Let's go, baby. I would not be surprised. Oh my god, there's another white light. We got another one. Oh my god. Woo! Oh man, exceeding expectations. It was a slow start, but that is a 4th blood-soaked jade gem. Let's go. Yeah. RNG is in our favor today, baby. Let's go. All right, good. He's still on the Kong. Let's go. And we have one more run. You guys watch it? Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. This one right here is my 4th, Ador. 4 blood-soaked jade gems, and I have one more run. I got 22 more legendary crests, which means we had 110. I'm only running 100 today. I'm saving 10 for mirror jewels. Gad wants them all. Look at me sitting with the highest combat rating. I mean, with the highest Paragon level. It's because I save all my stuff. I did it in this morning's video. If you didn't see it, go watch. We jumped like 10 Paragon levels in 3 minutes. That's a video I should make too. Oh, I actually have to take note of that. Gotta make a note of that. Remind me. How to jump 10 Paragon levels in 3 minutes. Now, I hear him jumping around back there. Where? Okay, it's here. This is my last run. This is my last run. We got 4 blood-soaked jade gems. Not this time, which is fine. We can't get greedy, right? I hate how these portals don't go away after the run. I'm most likely going to hit one as I try and get this. Nope, I didn't. Okay, the summary. Nothing great. Nothing great. All right, so guys, let's see what we grabbed here. Let's see what we actually pulled in on these runs. This bonus, 50% drop. Like, I got no other 5-star gems. All that came in were the blood-soaked jades, which is freaking great. Let's salvage all this. Let's take a look at my gems. Blood-soaked jade, 4 rank 1s and a rank 3. So I have 5 blood-soaked jades that can be used for upgrades right now. And if we run on over to the jeweler, we could take a look at how long that would actually take. What type of resources I would actually need to do that. October 15th, the next Mirror Jewels event was officially announced. I have jumped 14 levels, yeah. Gem services. If we want to upgrade right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 11 blood-soaked jade gems, and I have 5. Basically halfway there. But my first step is actually going to be the Colossus engine upgrades to get this to 6. I have 1 in my person, and I have 3 more chests, or 4 more chests. So we're going to be able to get the Colossus engine. And actually, what I should do right now is we could craft... Oh, I could craft another legendary crest. Look at that. Confirm. Beautiful. Teloric craft, you know what I'm going for right here, right? I'm going for the Colossus engine. I'm going to craft another one of those. Boom. So, if I look at my Colossus engine upgrade... That dog, man. I have 2 of them. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 2, and then I have, I think, 3 or 4 chests that I can get any gem I want. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So I am only shy 1 Colossus engine gem. What you doing, buddy? What you doing? You good? I know you want to play. I know. I usually take him outside and run around with him at this point in time, so that's the thing. That's what he's feeling. But man, really some great upgrades to the account right now. 100 legendary crests. I think it was really worth running the event while we had this bonus. And I think that may be something that I change across my account going forward. I'm just always going to run my legendary crests when I have the ability to drop blood-soaked jade gems, or at least choose the gem that I want, so I could utilize something that's in my actual build. This is what we got right here. Currently sitting at 4,063 resonance, but we are going to be able to build that up a little bit over time. Looks like I could sell some of these Mother's Laments. Let's actually put them in the market. Let's see what value we can get for them. Let's check out the value. If I go to sell, Mother Lament, everything expired. Let's see, what can we sell? Okay. The car dealership's calling me. Let's actually bump this thing up right there. We're gonna list all three of them. Those are fine. I could craft them. This one as well. What do we got here? Oh, look at that. Power and Command getting that big price tag. We're gonna list that thing as well. And can we get anything for Mocking Laughters? Are they worth selling? Probably not even worth selling. But hey, we got some gems, man. We got some gems. That was a big win. I appreciate all you guys that watch this as a video. Make sure you comment down below with what legendary gem you're trying to drop from any pulls that you run. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys back here in the next one. Now is the best time to play Raid Shadow Legends because you can get one of the tankiest champions in the game for free with a special code. And you want to know what it is, don't you? But before I go any further, I need to thank Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video. Well, first of all, we're talking about the Ultimate Death Knight, and to get him, you need to download the game with my QR code or my link in the description. Once you do that, you put in code UDKING and you get the Ultimate Death Knight for free, which is something that I don't even have yet on my account, and I've been playing for nearly 2 years. That's insane. In addition to that, just for using my code or my link, you get Elinari, another legendary champion when you download the game, and you get Yugo once you hit level 15 using my code. It is a no-brainer. Play Raid Shadow Legends now. It's the best time. So if you start playing Raid now, you can unlock some insane champions, like some of the ones I'm sharing with you right now. Mythicals, hard to come by, but once you do, they can help you dominate the game. And I have one that's about ready to go live too. This guy, Empress, I've worked hard to get him, and I'll be summoning him soon on my channel. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out when I bring in one of the most S-tier champions inside of the game. And thanks again to Raid for sponsoring the video. But remember to download Raid now with my QR code or my link in the description. That way you can get Ultimate Death Knight for free. I've been absolutely in love with the wizard inside of Diablo Immortal, and as many of you guys know, I'm typically a Barbarian style player inside of the game, really focusing on melee gameplay. But the wizard was really nice to me since we did our class auction a few months back. You guys chose I play wizard. I've really been in love with the class, and I actually am happy that we did that event. Today, I think that is all going to change. Even though the wizard looks so good in the new cosmetic, the Skyborn's Scourge, I think it's time that we switch back to the Barbarian to try out some of these big damage builds that are now available on the Barbarian class, and to go back to my roots. Now, we'll see how it feels. I could very well miss the wizard and come right back to the wizard after a couple of days, but I definitely want to try out a few builds that have been shared with me over the last couple of months since I've not been the Barbarian and I've been missing it. But before we get to that, it's worth noting that we do have the Festival of the Ancient Moon that dropped inside of the game today. This is going to give you some runes, it's going to give you rare crests, it's going to give you some flora, and of course a legendary crest. But what I really like from these are they give you the battle pass progression. For someone like myself who really doesn't progress the battle pass until the end of the month as of lately, I basically just hold on to my battle points and I don't progress the battle pass unless if I do some events like the ones that just dropped inside of the game today. I also haven't been claiming any of my rewards over here from the assembly or predictions or any of this stuff. And by the way, we had a couple of people that actually joined back inside of the game from the recruitment. These are the rewards that you get right here. Looks like I get myself adds legendary and set items to the warband stash. We get some gold and we get some scrap. Actually, very, very, very small rewards for bringing returning players back. But all in all, at least it's something. And like I'm saying, I save all these rewards. I'm going to be saving them until the end of the battle pass for a big, gigantic jump. But with that being said, I like having events that can still progress my battle pass so I'm not just sitting there stagnant. Now, regarding this class change, I have all of these overflowing arsenal pieces right here. many of which could potentially be helpful to me with a new class. Not 100% sure that they'll be available or giving me things that I need, but the progression could potentially be there. Also, we have this right here where I'm getting myself my tasks done and I'm unlocking more of these chests. I have tons of these legendary chests in my arsenal. Taking a look at my bag here, I just haven't been using them. It's crazy how many of them I actually have. Plus, we have all of our items over here that we can use to basically unlock new legendary pieces. Oh, and you're wondering what that sound is. That's my dogs going nuts behind me. That's what goes on while I record videos nowadays. And he's eating my couch. Don't do that, buddy. That's Cole on the couch. That's Macy down there. Cole's gonna get to about 60, 70, 80, maybe even 90 pounds. So we'll see how this goes. So it's time we get to it, boys. And something that I really loved is I loved how I was able to customize my wizard to look the way I wanted it to look. I'm wondering if I could get the same fine-tunedness with the Barbarian. I know it's something kind of silly and cosmetic, but at the same time, it's something that I really liked doing on the wizard class. But as I mentioned, we're going back to what I believe is the best-looking class inside of Diablo Immortal, which is the Barbarian. And then we can test and compare and see if it actually looks as good in the new cosmetic as the wizard does, because we know that the wizard is looking pretty fine. Here is the class change, boys. Been multiple months since we've been a Barbarian inside of Diablo Immortal. We gotta put builds back together. We gotta do everything as... Oh, here we go, here we go. All right, it looks like we still got sprint enacted. Let's take a look over here. Let's just take a look at the cosmetic first. How does it actually look on the Barbarian? Looks pretty sweet. Looks pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. Look at the ribs popping through there on the Barbarian's chest. Oh my goodness. Let's see what it looks like with the helm on. Nah, hide the helmet. Go with our normal Barbarian face. That thing is looking pretty darn sweet. But we gotta put some builds together. We gotta do some essences, and we gotta make sure that the Barbarian is good to go, and then probably farm up a bunch of other essences because I don't have any of the newer ones as of yet. Let's take a look right here at the essences that we're actually missing. So we'll go to our loyalty bonus. Only missing probably 2 from each. The 2 newest essences are what we're missing. Cool thing is I can purchase some of them. I can unlock 2 of them needed for particular builds, which will actually be nice. So we should be okay there. Plus, we're gonna do a lot of farming and really get what we need to build this guy up again. Now, this is the dungeon build I'm going to be putting together. This is brought to me by Radagon, or Ador, you may know him as. Great person inside of the server, very helpful, runs people through a whole bunch of Heliquary things as well. But this is apparently a really strong dungeon build that I'm going to be putting together, and really curious to see how much of this I already have unlocked at this point in time. It looks like Cleave is actually a part of this one, so we're going to be throwing Cleave in here and Whirlwind, which is crazy. I don't know that we've used Cleave in forever. But now it's time we mess with the essences, and it looks like we do have a bunch of these as well, so we can just start swapping these over to the build and see what we're missing, and then kind of go from there to fill in the gaps. Looks like we have Ox Horns as well. 5 fresh claws. Snowdrifter. So at this point in time, I already have the helm, chest, shoulders, and pants, and most likely I have at least 2 of the 4 weapons. Let's see. Frigid Grin is the first main, and we've encountered the first one that I have not yet unlocked, which is this one right here, Reel of Katas. Whirlwind now restores energy and increases your attack speed after hitting an enemy suffering from a bleed. The damage is also increased. So this is one that I can't purchase right now, and I need to either wait until I get enough of those, or we need to just find it. We have Falling Thunder as a secondary, and Blood Caesar is another one that we're missing. So 2 of the newest essences as of right now. This one, Wrath of the Berserker, now throws you into a bloody rage, increasing your damage you deal to bleeding enemies, while also granting you increased movement speed for each bleed. So this is all about the bleed and that crazy type of attack. But for now, we're actually looking decent. The 2 items that we have that are not proper are Flesh Splitter, which is where cleave damage is increased, and we also, when Frenzy deals a critical hit, your attack speed is increased by 50%. I may swap those out, we'll have to see. So I'm going to switch my second primary weapon essence to Widespread Blame right here, which is Silverwind. Whirlwind now shatters enemy armor and significantly increases attack speed. Whirlwind damage is increased as well. And I think we're going to go with Sundred Legacy as well for the secondary weapon, or the second secondary weapon, to add some burn. I know a lot of this is all about bleed. So this looks like it's going to be going pretty well. We have Sprint, we have Wrath the Berserker, we have Cleave, which is going to throw all of those things around me as my Valkyrie is over my head. And then Whirlwind, which is just going to be brutal. Love this right now. It's going to be a fun build to do. We should probably test it out. But before we do, we have to get our green items in set because they are almost all completely different. I'm going to be going with a 2-piece Seeds of Sown Gold, a 2-piece Vthu, and a 4-piece of Mountebank. But all that needs to be crafted and put together, which I'll do now. Oh, and here's a few more hilts for us, again, to progress that battle pass that we were speaking of earlier in the video. So I'm already wearing a 2-piece Mountebank from some of the pieces that I had in my bag. Now, these are not optimal. I'm going to obviously have to improve them as we go, but I at least want to get the proper set items in place. I do have a 2-piece Vthu, I believe it is. I do. So I have the half of the Mountebank, the full Vthu. I need 4 more items that we got to craft. Shouldn't be too hard to do. So we need a pair of the Seeds of Sown Gold boots. We're going to craft some of those. And I think we also need gloves as well. Let's find those ones right here. There it is right there. Harvest of the Dust. We're going to craft that one as well. So we're going with 2 pieces of that. Let's get those equipped right now. This is one of them right here. Seeds of Sown Gold, equip and transfer, and the other one were the boots as well, which are these ones right here. Seeds of Sown Gold, equip and transfer. So now we're wearing the, we got the 4-piece of Mountebank, 2-piece Vthu, 2-piece Seeds of Sown Gold. I just need another 2-piece of Mountebank. And it looks like I need a bracelet and I need a ring. So we're going to go craft those right over here right now. A Mountebank's Misdirection right here, and then over here we'll go with a Mountebank's Memory right there. Now if I equip these, we should have all of our set items. I'm going to switch slots right there. Boom. Transfer. Again, these are not optimal right now, but they're going to have to do at least for now. And where is this Mountebank? There it is. All right, we're going to equip that one as well and transfer. So as it sits now, if we take a look at all of our items, we should have 4-piece Mountebank, 2-piece Vthu, and 2-piece of the Seeds of Sown Gold. And we're going to activate the Paragon Harbinger right now. Maybe we'll make modifications to that a little bit. Let's take these over to the test dummies and just see what kind of damage we do initially. Let's give this a go. So far, not so good. This is just completely... Man, I gotta get used to using this build again. I like that we got this going around us right here with the cleave. That's pretty nice. There we go. We're picking it up a little bit now. A little bit clumsy in the beginning. Yeah, a lot more damage we're going to have to figure out with this thing. Definitely have to fix up a bunch of my set items as well. But hey, it feels good to be the Barbarian again. 50 seconds, only 66 million damage. It's kind of embarrassing for damage right there. But we're quick. We'll run around and we'll start building this class out. One thing I have to say is it does look pretty sweet. Really loving the new cosmetics on here. Actually, did we not see, if we go to the sets, I don't think we had our Barbarian ever equipped in this. No, we haven't. We never had a Barbarian equipped in this either. No, we haven't. And I'm not even sure if our Barbarian was ever equipped in this one either. I don't think it was. So there we have it, boys. We are in full effect as a Barbarian again. Will it last, or will I be going back to the Wizard in a couple of days? Let me know your thoughts down below. Oh, I forgot to do a few comments. Why don't we do that before we go? How about this one from Cyros23? I got the portal on my first free draw. He's talking about my video from yesterday when we were pulling the Phantom Market cosmetics. He says, as a free-to-play player, I'm super happy to get my 3rd free Phantom Market portal. That's a win right there. Free-to-play, 3 portals, pretty awesome. Then we have Pegas81 saying, I feel like they missed the great opportunity to include new wing cosmetics with this one, especially given the feathered theme. You know, I actually don't disagree disagree. They could have done something with the wings if they wanted to. They've done it in previous cosmetics with other builds that I think could have also looked great. I really do like this cosmetic though, I have to say. I think it looks awesome. I like the golden theme, but I think more wings and a different change to those, it would have been appreciated and would have been pretty cool. And Killowell 666 says, any links to this new game? Can't find it on the web at the moment. And I was talking yesterday about how I'm playing this new game that I just tested out. I was told that this is the Diablo Immortal killer. It's called Oniro, O-N-I-R-O. I have it on iOS. I'm assuming it's also on Android. I was gonna put out a video on this one yesterday, but I really wanted to dive a little bit deeper into it and not just do like an initial playthrough, but actually be able to talk about it a little bit more in depth, maybe with a couple of hours of gameplay into it. So I've been playing through it casually on the side in the evenings, and I'll be bringing you that video in a few days so you can see it. The question is it a Diablo Immortal killer or is it not? That video will come soon. Hope you guys have a great day. See you in the next one. Let me introduce all of you to Oniro, a brand new action RPG mobile game that just launched this week that players are saying is the Diablo Immortal killer. What I want to do inside of this video is give you my review and introduction to the game, let you know if I think it actually holds merit, that this game could be potentially better than Diablo Immortal, and just let you understand what the game has to offer as I share with you my experience. Now, when I first started playing the game, I found it quite interesting because it felt like something that I had played before. It had a very familiar feeling, and then I realized what I knew it from. The game reminded me very much of Oniro ARPG, a game that I played a bunch of when I was preparing for Diablo Immortal to launch. So when I came on over to the App Store page, noticing that it had 100,000 downloads, this must have been downloaded and available earlier on Google Play and other regions, I realized that it's made by Rediv, which is the same creator of Oniro ARPG. So it's actually, it makes sense that the game has a similar feel. There's also a trailer on here that gives some more context about the game that we'll look at deeper inside of this video. Now, one of the first things that I noticed when I started playing is that gameplay actually doesn't feel like Diablo Immortal, and you have to spend and pay a little bit more attention to each enemy that you encounter, because if you don't, well, they can take you down. In Diablo Immortal, you could run through enemies and just basically melt them as you go. At least that's what it gets to as you get more towards the end game. And transparently, I'm probably an hour and a half or so into Oniro, so things very well could change. But I wasn't going to drop 100 hours into this game before doing a review, so I wanted to give you my impressions and just a first look, since the game is brand new. You have to think about the encounters that you dive into. You can't just go in blazing your sword or other classes that we'll get into and hope that everything just dies, because at the end, you'll be the one that dies. Speaking of death, you do have a health globe that has a reset right here, and it kind of gives me the feel of an old school action RPG. Speaking of old school action RPGs, that is definitely the feel that you get when you're playing this. It does not feel like something that's from a current time. It definitely still has that more of a Diablo 2 style gameplay, which is similar to what we had in Oniro ARPG as well. With that said, we're not here slaying demons, or, well, maybe we are, but we're not a demon slayer. We're a samurai. As you can see, I have a samurai sword that I'm wielding, and I am a samurai character. So it's much more Asian inspired, at least with the character that you're playing, which particularly I'm not a fan of. I'd much rather be a barbarian or a wizard or something along those lines than a samurai, but that's my personal opinion and yours may be different. Now, something cool is when you do log into the game, you could have multiple characters and more that can be unlocked, and there's also different difficulties that do unlock as well over time. But when you're creating your hero, as you can see, more Asian inspired than you may have thought when you first were considering downloading the game, you choose between a male or a female character. There's not actually classes that you choose. That's because your character is actually developed over time as you progress throughout the game. As you can see right now, this is my character screen, which gives a pretty in-depth look at all of the statistics that we have for my class. And as you can see, I can upgrade different elements of the character as we go, and you could kind of lean into the type of class that you're looking to play as you do these. So me playing as a melee style character, I want to go a bunch into strength right here because that's going to be very good for my character class. I want a little bit of agility Vitality, we want to be able to get that as well. I never go with luck, so we'll go with one more. We're going to accept those, and that boosts our stats. You gain these points as you progress throughout the game and take down more and more enemies. And as you can see, I'm currently playing as a fighter, so the stats are here, and it seems like there's more unlockable class points that you can attain as you progress through the game at certain levels. And if you're new to action RPGs and you don't know what all these stats mean, there's actually really nice statistics info giving you details of all of the different terminology that you'll find inside of the game, so I actually quite like that. And in addition to this, we have your ability tree. Your ability tree is something that's going to remind you of an Undecember or a Path of Exile, just a bit more watered down. And this is where you can choose the abilities and equip the ones that you want to equip. You can just unlock new ones and then you can drag them into the correct spot on your attack bar. For example, I'm currently using Battle Shout, which I don't love, but we just unlocked Charge, which is a Barbarian or fighter style attack. All I do is click on it and drag it over and it moves itself right on in, and now I could use that new skill when I'm in battle. These skills all themselves can be both unlocked and then leveled up, and as you progress, you kind of progress in a fashion that is going to be for the class that you're playing. So Sweep being one of my favorite attacks because it does damage in a large fanned out range in front of me, I want to level that one up. I'm going to level it up a couple of times if I can. Max leveled. Now Hook and Chains is the one I kind of want to get to because it's going to pop out chains, pull enemies in towards me, much like we know from Barbarians. That's the one I'm going to be looking to level up next. But for now, we have a good level, 3 out of 20 Sweep. We have a level 1 out of 20 Charge, and we are looking at an Empowered Strike level 2 out of 20, which is just a stronger strike. Notice I am going in the direction and building out a Barbarian class, essentially. And in the menu HUD, you have a bunch of other things. Your character, abilities, you have the map that you could look at, and actually the map is a nice feature because you can actually overlay the map as you're on it, so you can really know where you are. That's a feature that's in old school ARPGs that we don't see as much, and I actually like it. There's even a bestiary showing you all of the different enemies that you encounter, giving you a little bit of lore about all of them. I don't see any reward system inside of here yet, but it is nice that the lore is there for those of you that love that. You have your diary, which gives you your quests and keeps you on task for everything that you should be doing to progress in the game. You have your options, you have your mail, and of course, monetization. Let's take a look at that really quickly. There is a wheel that you could spin right here to give you different rewards. You could watch a video to get additional spins, or you can use your gems to get additional spins. Look like I just got myself some gold right there, and every day you get a free spin of the wheel. So I don't mind the wheel spin, and I actually don't mind the watch a video option, which is gonna take you to an advertisement because it's not spammy. Right? It gives me the option. If I want to watch that video, sure. But if I don't want to, it's not throwing it in my face. It's hidden, tucked away in the fortune wheel, and I think that's really good. So it's great for free-to-play players that maybe want to take a minute and watch a stupid ad, but then they can get an additional spin of the wheel. But then we can enter the store. Okay, inside of the store, you have different packs that you can get, different currencies that you can encounter. Notice 60 of these gems are 99 cents, so it was 5 gems to spin the wheel, at least for the first spin. Not sure if that gets more expensive with time. You have bundles for different materials for upgrading and progressing. You have gem bundles inside of the game as well, but notice here, you can actually buy them with the gems as well. You have additional bundles for other items, the Demon Phalanx, and used to add sockets to your items, consumables. You have pets, which I think are pretty cool that the game has pets, and you have different cosmetics such as wings and things like that. Now the welcome bundles get enchanted weapon that scales with your character's level and becomes stronger. People talk about pay to win, and is this game pay to win? And it's been said that it's not, but the question is, if you buy one of these packs and I get myself the Path of the Blade or the Path of the Bow or the Path of the Magic, is this weapon better than any weapon that players can get just from playing free to play? If these weapons are enhanced and give people a stronger character than those that don't have it, well, then maybe it is having some kind of a pay to win mechanic. Same things goes with the gems. If you can pay to progress your gems to get stronger, that is considered pay to win. But really, does it matter if there's no PvP inside of the game and you're not actually going against others, or if there's no leaderboards for you to compete against? And looking at our menu, at least at this point in time, there is no PvP that I've encountered yet. Maybe there's more in the end game, we'll have to see. And there are no leaderboards. It is more of a PvE experience, at least as far as I've seen so far. So let's answer a few questions. First, do I enjoy the game? And the answer is yes. It's a nice experience to an action RPG, bringing you back into a world of one that is a little bit more old school. Enemies are a little bit more difficult to take down, bosses take a lot more of a beating, and you are a little bit more fragile than in some of the more traditional newer school action RPGs. The graphics are decent inside of the game. It's a mobile game, in fact, and it does a decent job. Is it the best in class as far as graphics go? The answer is no, not in my opinion. But at the same time, I do think that this game has merit, and I think it's worth trying. It's actually quite fun to play. But I think the larger question here is Oniro a Diablo Immortal killer? Is it a better game than Diablo Immortal? And the short answer here is, in my opinion, no. I don't think that the game has as much depth as Diablo Immortal. I don't think that the game is as robust. I just don't think it's as good of a game. With that said, I do think this one is quite fun. If you liked a game like Animus, then this is one that you would probably enjoy as well. It's just a little bit different, a little bit newer school, at least, than Animus was. And I said I would share the trailer with you guys to give you maybe a bit more of an in-depth look about what end game could look like as you progress through. Obviously, as you would expect, you're going to unlock new skills through the progression system, which I showed you guys, and you're going to get cooler looking attacks, which this trailer is going to show you. Look, hundreds of different things that they're talking about that you can unlock for your character, which means they have a lot of different gear to enhance how you play. Also, a multi-class skill tree, which as I was showing it to you guys, it was really focused on the fighter, but that is where the classes come into play here. You actually change your classes inside of the game based off of how you manipulate the skill tree, much like many players know and understand from Undecember, which is actually a mechanic that I like, that you're not locked into a certain particular character class. So I think that one is also pretty cool. But as you can see, you're gonna unlock more fun, let's say, attack styles as you progress through the game, which I think is really cool and natural for the progression. So let me know if Oniro is something that you guys are interested in trying. It's available on the Google Play Store as well as in the iOS shop. And this is not a sponsored video. I just genuinely wanted to check out another action RPG and compare it to the one that I love most, which is Diablo Immortal. Let me know your thoughts down below. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you back in tomorrow's video. Welcome back to Diablo Immortal. Hope you're all doing well. Today, a couple of topics I want to touch on. One is this Phantom Market. I want to take a look at what we're actually getting. And I also want to talk about a new Discord server as well as some solid runs. Plus, a second video that's coming later today for a game that many people are asking about. But let's start with this new Discord server, an official Diablo Immortal Discord server launched by Blizzard. There's never been an official one. There's been a couple of Discord servers that popped up that have been supporting Diablo Immortal since even before launch, but this is the official Discord server that all of the content creators are in, as well as many of the people from the Blizzard Diablo Immortal community, as well as a bunch of the developers as well. If you're not a forum guy, if you're someone that prefers Discord and wants to chat about things going on inside of the game in there instead, the link is right here. I'll also be sharing the link in the description of this video so you can more directly get yourself involved in that server. I'll be inside of there. Make sure that when you do drop on over, throw an ad at me and say what's up. I'll be sure to say hi. And on top of that, look at this, another solid run. This is no, crazy odds. I guess you do have the 50% drop rate right there, but a 5 out of 5 star Haunt Coil gem and a 3 out of 5 star. Pretty incredible run right there. Nice job to Cautious Bar for pulling in a good one. And also, I'm checking out this game today called Oniro. I've heard that there's like 20 classes and that this is going to be the Diablo Immortal killer. I'll be posting a video on this one later on today, giving you my first impressions and a first look of this game. Again, that's going to come out today. Make sure you don't miss that video. I think this game is going to actually be a lot of fun. And no, that is not sponsored. But let's dive into some of these draws and actually take a look at what we get here. Now, I have had a couple of people message me on Discord. They were able to get this cosmetic on their 4th draw, or even, you know, not the 10th draw. Really nice pulls there if you're able to pull this thing. It's a great looking cosmetic. You also have some other items that you can get along the way. Let's get a full look right here. You can get this Valkyrie that unfortunately only follows you for 30 days. And you also get this kill streak video effects as well. I hate the 30 days, but this is going to be pretty cool, this Valkyrie. Unfortunately, it's a 30-day unlock. You get the cosmetic. You get the portal. Remember, both of these are not bound. You can get them across any of the classes. You have the ultimate right here. Of course, you can get yourself an emote. Looks like you can get yourself. This is one of like the. This looks like the eyes covered one that we just unlocked on here from the battle pass. And you get the weapon. We have this one right here where you look like Raiden from Mortal Kombat, along with the weapon. And then here, look at this. You're actually getting the cosmetics that I absolutely hated, that some people that loved 80s rock and roll liked. You're getting it now if you want it on this class. I actually unlocked this cosmetic, or a version of this cosmetic, on my Barbarian, so now I'm gonna have it on the Wizard. And the weapon as well. We also get ourselves a couple of other things like this portal, which will be bound to the class, a couple of other emotes, and another portal, which I actually do like that one. Now, as you can see, I have the obols, or what are they called here? Yes, the obols for these draws. That's courtesy of Blizzard, so I want to thank Blizzard for sponsoring today's video, providing me with the obols. Essentially, I'm a Blizzard partner, and it's one of the perks of the job, I guess you could say. So let's get into these draws. Now remember, our odds are right here. Actually, this is the cost of the obols and the odds of what you're going to be dropping, your probabilities. So the set is a 0.13% chance of dropping on the first draw. Let's see if we can get lucky here and actually get something before the 10th draw. Let's get into it. Let's see what we grab. All right, we got ourselves one of the weapons bound now to my Wizard. And remember, we're going to be, as we get these, we're going to be getting the accumulated rewards at draw 2, 4, 6, and 8. Let's get into draw number 2. Draw number 2, that's Joy. That's the 60% chance one. That should be the first one that most of you get. Draw 3. We got a Traveling Blade Jade weapon for one of those other cosmetics, as you can see. Draw 4. Oh my God, check that out. I actually got the portal on draw 4. That is surprising. This is a cross-class portal. So right there, that was a win. That was a huge win getting that one right there. Now also keep in mind, we have unlocked a bunch of these as well. Actually, what does this guy look like if we remove the helm? Actually, I like it without the helm. That looks pretty good. All right, let's keep in here and get another draw. 550 obols, draw number 5. We got ourselves the Seekers of Ritter Grove cosmetic. Probably won't wear that one. Most likely. Draw number 6. Purple Craze weapon. So we are most likely going to get these two, then this, and then this. Let's see if we can get it in any different order than that. Yep, there's one of the cosmetics. Again, these are cosmetics you've probably seen before from other events. Or at least a variation, maybe a color change. Another draw with 2,000. Oh, we got the ultimate right here. Okay, the Skyborn's Scourge ultimate is now mine. For 30 days at least. And this draw is going to be the Rockstar, I assume. Yeah, it is. Concerto of Chaos. Purple Craze. I'll tell you. Not my favorite one, but I know some people are all about it. And the final draw right here. With the Valkyrie equipped, and we got ourselves the frame as well. This is the visual effects right here for 30 days. Actually, I think the one that I opened up prior to this is unlocked for good. 30 days with the Valkyrie. I'm going to show you what all of these look like on my Wizard as well. It's unlocked and on the account. Thank you for that, Blizzard. Now, we also want to check out some of these right here. We got ourselves the portal. We got ourselves another emote, Crusader, that looks pretty happy. Are we slapping? Yeah, we're slapping Diablo right here. And we have the Concerto of Chaos Purple Craze Actually, I like the portal. I like the portal. I think it looks really, really good. So let's take a look and see what some of these look like when we're actually utilizing them in the world. So I have it equipped, the weapon equipped, the portal equipped. I got my little 4K wings on, and I have right here my 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 little mini shadow cape. I want to show you what that portal looks like in action. Let's throw the helm on. We're gonna give the accessory on there. Yeah, that's cool. It looks good. Actually, I'll take it off just for now, but now you know what it looks like. Let's do a little bit of a portaling. Let's go on up so you can see what the portal looks like. Pretty cool looking. I don't hate that at all. Now, where is this Valkyrie though? I want to see this Valkyrie that's supposed to be following me around. Maybe do I need to like do something? I see no Valkyrie. Let's see if we can get that working. So it says right here that the Valkyrie, equip or remove this special cosmetic from your inventory. Item deactivates after 30 days. We also have this one as well. It's activated as of right now too. And of course the ultimate also. So these are the three that are here. As you can see, over time they will be grayed out, and hopefully, you know, they'll wake up as time comes on. But yeah, I don't see the Valkyrie. I wonder if I need to be in battle or something for her to show up. We'll figure that out. But let's actually check out one of the other portals that you may have unlocked. And actually over here, we can get our new frame in action. We'll throw that one on, at least for now. We'll equip that. Boom, that's in place as well. Now, hidden amongst all of these portals is that purple one. It's this one right here, the Concerto of Chaos. Let's equip that, and let's get ourselves going back downwards so we can see what this one looks like. Back to Rackin's Plaza. This is what it looks like. I mean, it's nothing compared to the Phantom Market cosmetics, but still, it's a decent looking portal. Actually, when I'm in this screen, if we click on this button right here, you could see what it looks like with that Valkyrie behind. That's actually pretty cool. You could see all the other effects as well, but that Valkyrie does look pretty sweet. I wish it wasn't around for just 30 days. So guys, let me know what you think of the new cosmetics inside of the game, as well as if you decide to join the Discord, throw an ad at me. There's the Valkyrie right there. It's a more of a, looks like it's more of a, when you are standing static for a little while, the Valkyrie will do her rotation around you. Pretty cool. I like it. Hit me up on Discord if you're going to be coming on through. And remember guys, later on today, another video featuring a brand new game, the Diablo Immortal Killer. Have a great day. What's going on guys? Welcome back to Diablo Immortal, and you may notice something. If you watched my video yesterday, you noticed that I did class change back to a Barbarian. And now I am sitting here as a wizard. Let's get into it. But guys, before I get into a more casual discussion about my class, there is a bunch of topics that I want to discuss that came from the community just this morning. The first one is regarding cosmetics inside of the game. I've been playing the game since day one and have a ton of cosmetics unlocked, and many of you guys know that I typically mostly play as the Barbarian, which means there's a lot of cosmetics that have not been unlocked here that have been class bound because I was playing at the Barbarian at the time. As you can see, this cosmetic right here, it's unlocked on my Barbarian. This one on my Barbarian. This one on my Barbarian. Oh, this one's on the Blood Knight. Okay, we got something on the Blood Knight. Actually, oh yeah, I think that is, wow, that's a good one too. I wish that was on my Wizard. My point is here that players are asking that cosmetics from days of old be returned to the game in some fashion. Now, this could be in the form of Battle Pass cosmetics or even Phantom Market cosmetics, because players that have started playing today, well, they can't get a lot of these cosmetics. The Crystalline Echoes armor. Now, this was one, it was a premium cosmetic, and I purchased it from, this was the first cosmetic I ever bought on my Barbarian inside of the game, and it's not available now on my Wizard. It would be really cool to be able to relive some cosmetics. Now, a lot of players will sometimes say, oh, it's exclusive to the time, and I used to be of this philosophy. If you're playing for a long time, you can show that through the cosmetics that you wear. And although I think that that is a really cool and definitely a valid point, it's not 100% fair to players that have been playing for less time. Maybe they didn't know about the game. Maybe they were too young to play the game and they can finally play it now. Point is, cosmetics that are rewarded for doing things inside of the game, well, those are great that they always stay exclusive for that. But ones that are just able to be revisited because maybe they are not available anymore, I would love to see where we could do and just purchase these in an open market. Now, I know many of you are probably saying, well, you can get the empowered battle pass and you can get the archive points for that, and then you could unlock old cosmetics if you want to. While this is true, it's very limited and you can only get a certain number of them. As of right now, there are only three cosmetics here that you could pick up. Plus, you need to get the $15 battle pass to get them. Now, I understand how this is actually great, but it could be better if they were just all available in a market. And you know what? If it was a $5 battle pass cosmetic and you bring it back to the game, charge $5 or $10 just for the cosmetic. It's actually more value that Blizzard is getting because then they're not having to give all this other stuff as well, although it's just digital items and it doesn't really matter either way, but they could still make profit from that. I think it would be a good thing for Blizzard as a company because there's tons of players, including myself, that would purchase on different classes, class-bound cosmetics, and it seems that the community wants it. So I figure, why not? I don't think it's a bad idea. Now, of course, we do have the regular shop that has a bunch of cosmetics in, so if you ever want any of those, they do seem to still be available, but they're not available for those battle pass ones. So yeah, I think I nailed this topic down. Now the new topic is, or I should say the next topic is regarding dungeons. We have Erica H saying, no new dungeons have been added to the game for a long time. The ones we currently have are getting stale. We know them by heart. Please add 2 to 3 new dungeons. I guess my question is, how do you guys feel about that? I know that we just got new zones, and I do agree that it would be pretty cool if with a new zone, attached to it came a dungeon as well, so that we could have something that's more replayable. Zones are replayable because you can go and do your bounties throughout them and maybe just hang out in the zone and farm if you want to, but having a dungeon attached to new zones I think is actually a good call, and from what the community seems to be saying, looks to be pretty good. And this person is saying the last dungeon was the Tristram Cathedral, which was on September 21st, 2023, so it's been a while. Either way, what does Meteor Blade say? He always has some good insight to bring. He says, well, creating, modeling, scripting new dungeons and bosses does take time, effort, and money. What it doesn't generate is revenue. Example, it's a cost, little to no return on investment because it won't get players to spend more money. And honestly, that's a valid point right there. You're not going to spend more because there's new dungeons. Now, maybe you'll play more because there's a reason to come back to the game and spend more for that reason, but I get what he's saying right there. He goes on and says, if they were going to do it, it would have made sense to release a new dungeon with each of the new maps, like I just mentioned, Ancient's Cradle, World's End, Shovel Wilds, none of which have one. Heck, they didn't even bother to put hidden lair spawns on them. Interesting. They're putting pretty minimal effort into this sort of thing, that there's a lot of things they've introduced and effectively no longer bother with. Remember the Codex trophy system? Yeah, there were achievements and all that stuff. Okay, so I think some of this has to do with the balancing of priority, right? Dungeons may not be the highest on the priority list for Blizzard right now. Now, one, like Meteor Blade says, it probably has little return on investment to financially support the game, but on top of that, maybe there's a lot more people that are looking for a PvP balance or more different modes inside of the game versus new dungeons. I don't think that new dungeons are something that are going to be forever gone from the game, but I do think that Blizzard is prioritizing what they think is going to impact the game in a positive way, most directly and right now. And then we pop over to Reddit and we have this post right here, which I just thought was really cool. I wanted to give it an upvote and share it with you guys. It's from Exion Crew, messing around with designs, grunge emblems of the evils. Who is your favorite boss? I actually like what he did here. I love when people come and do artwork for these types of games. Lilith, Enarel, Duriel, Baal, Mephisto, and Diablo. My favorite is, it's got to be Diablo, man. I mean, who would vote otherwise? Let me know what your favorite of these emblems is in the comments below. Now, before I dive into the comments, I want to say, if you recall, yesterday I put out a video right here comparing Oniro, which is a new action RPG, to Diablo Immortal, and that's going to fuel our first comment here. And by the way, if you missed out on that video, make sure you go check it out. We take a quick dive into the game and let you know what it's all about. But the comment comes from Redive Games, which is actually the creator of Oniro. Really cool that they came and watched the video. They said, thanks so much for your review. It was great to see such a detailed and thoughtful one. And we are really glad you enjoyed Anima as well. We truly appreciate it and are working hard to make the game better and better. I love it when developers are involved inside of their games to the point of watching reviews and then even commenting on the videos. This was really cool to see Redive Games. I really appreciate it. Now, Mr. Florian here takes us a little bit deeper into Oniro and says something about the game that I didn't even realize, a little bit more close to Path of Exile 2 with trials and skills. It also can be played offline. It's a fantastic action RPG. It seems like from a lot of the comments, a lot of people enjoyed the game. Doomstar Requiem says, it's a good action RPG, tough at the beginning, but rewarding. I agree, it is a little tough at the beginning. It's Anima ARPG, but refined, well worth spending in the cash shop to support the developers. And I love that comment because yes, I agree, and I have the same philosophy when I play mobile games. If I'm playing as a free-to-play player or a low spender, I always do feel if it's a game I'm investing a lot of time into, let's support the game financially. Buy something in the cash shop, even if it's $5 a month, to show support to a game that you're putting so much time into. I literally do this across all the games that I play on mobile. And the final comment we'll touch on for now is from Lucian, and he says, Diablo Immortal is pay to win. True. And Anima and Oniro, fully hard games without pay to win. That's the big difference. Now, I agree, and honestly, I don't know the end game if it goes into a pay-to-win mechanic or not. Apparently, many people think that it doesn't. There's a lot different between Oniro and ARPG and Anima and Diablo Immortal. Honestly, they're very different games. Diablo Immortal has much more to it. There's much more inside of the game, including PvP, the events, just the broadness of the game. But yes, it definitely does give ARPG players something that they've been thirsty for, which is a nice free-to-play experience, apparently. And I don't know, I think that's cool as well. I honestly also think that they are very different from a development standpoint. And now back to my class. I switched to the Barbarian yesterday, going back to what was familiar, what I had played for the majority of my time inside of the game. And just for context, I've been playing as the wizard now for 3 months, maybe, yeah, probably about 3 months as a wizard. And I've really come accustomed to the gameplay style from the wizard, to the point where I went back to the Barbarian and it felt kind of foreign. And that's something I never thought I was going to say. So last night I was running Heliquary, and obviously I didn't have my build optimized. I didn't have my set items perfect yet, and it was still an early build. But not even the damage I was doing, because the damage I was doing was less than I do from the wizard, because again, the build wasn't as optimized. So Heliquary was not a top damage dealer, but also the gameplay style. I desired fighting at a distance, keeping my range, and using my agileness as a wizard, which you never thought you'd say, to actually fight. And as the Barbarian, I was right on top of the Heliquary boss. I had to be close to do that damage, and it just felt like something I didn't want to play that way at that moment in time. So I said, you know what? Something I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch right back. I've never switched in one day. And believe me, when I was the monk, I wanted to switch right away, but I gave it a good shot. But here, I wanted to go back to the wizard, man. It just feels good to be the wizard. I've been enjoying the class so much, and I had that desire to go back. Plus, he still has his golden ribs showing through there, which I think is freaking awesome. But that's why I'm back as a wizard. Again, never thought that would happen. I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know what's going on throughout your day in the comments section below. And also, let me know if you tried out Oniro. I'm really curious. Have a great day, guys.